Hello everyone and welcome back to Andres L. Reads, your channel to know more about comic books and better reads. Big shout out to my friend, my brother, Michael Haney, my first supporter on Ko-Fi. That's the way you can support me too, to keep making these videos, to support the channel, support me. And I hope you give it a look. Today, I will be talking about a book I just could not put down. I read Whispers of the Storm by Z.B. Steele. Whispers of the Storm, it's a Grimdark book, but it's not grim and dark and gritty and heavy in the sense that some Grimdark books try to be oppressive and devoid of hope, of a bright light. It's impressive in the way that it weaves the story towards a future where not everything looks as bleak as it is. The main character, Redlin of the Wolves, it's an impressive figure that Zach crafted, because you can relate, you can empathize with him in ways that it's not usual to go about in a main character in a Grimdark book, because his morally gray persona stems from a place of perhaps of fear, of uncertainty, and that makes you relate to him in very human ways. That's a testament I can make in favor of Zach, of the story he crafted. It's a story told from Redlin's perspective in the future. He is telling this story to an inquisitor, Maya, and you can feel that there's a homage being paid to Kingkiller's Chronicle by Pat Rothfuss, in the way that it is an unreliable narrator. But you can feel, you can read, you can understand that there's a lot more coming from. Future Redling was caught by the local authorities, and he is apprehended by the inquisitors, and he will be taken to his execution for his crimes. And the inquisitor was tasked by the Archon to retell his story, to tell him about his deeds and why and where, how it happened for him to be that despicable. And he narrates the story in a way that's incredibly compelling, because he's aware of his fallacies, of his mistakes, of his errors, and he freely admits them in a way that also brings you closer to him, brings you closer to where he comes from, and why you root for him. He's not a morally gray character you want to despise because he's a bastard, because he makes horrible decisions. Yes, he makes horrible decisions, he makes awful choices, but you know where that comes from. It's not because he's a bastard. He's a bastard, but for other things, not because of that. I spent a lot of time talking with Zach sending him quotes, sending him screenshots of the book, sharing my experience with him. And I was surprised, not surprised, I was giddy, I was happy, I was super content in the way that he also brings a lot of light, of lightheartedness and light to the story through Redlin's eyes, through his takes, through his way of seeing the world, the way he criticizes that world, and in a way, how Redlin criticizes our world and the things that happens to us. And that's something that I value beyond most everything else in a book, because I believe books are meant to shine the light on the warts and the wounds of the world, of the people, of the persons that are reading, in a way that helps us heal. That's what I believe is the greatest success of the book. The way you see more of what's going on, and he does it in a way that if you don't want to pay attention to that, you can just continue reading a fantastic, incredible fantasy book. Zach is one of the leading lights of the new Grimdark scene, in the ways that Joe Abercrombie came when he first presented his first Law trilogy. And I really believe it. I think that Zach is that leading light in the new Grimdark scene. And he does it in such a manner that he will be undeniable. Whispers of the Storm comes out in March 25th. And I really, really, really hope that I've brought to you the curiosity necessary to go and get it. I tell you now, it is a 5-star book. It's compelling. It's empathetic in the way that you go through it, feeling the pains, the problems of the characters. It is a book that should be read with care and full enjoyment of the ride. Once again, I thank you for coming to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more news, for more videos. And I hope you go to my coffee and support me in this adventure. Thank you everyone for coming. I hope you enjoyed the video. May your TBRs never be empty and your mugs always be full. Take care.